to welcome Tom Vozzo.
So, my thought of the day has been inspired by Sal and Luke from marketing. So they've been talking a lot about getting homeboy tweeting going. So anybody tweet? Anybody trying to tweet on their Twitter? Yeah. And so we think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. They've been trying to teach this old guy with gray hair to learn more about Twitter and reading tweets. And so I decided I'm going to try to learn. And so I subscribed to follow a couple folks, and one of them is our Pope Francis. And he put out a tweet the other day. And I read it, I said, that's going to be a terrific topic for thought of the day. And so the tweet from Pope Francis, and the thing with Twitter is you only get 140 characters, so you got to keep your message kind of short. So you makes a better thought of the day, right? So keep this one short. So Pope Francis, his tweet is, humility saves man, pride makes him lose his way. Humility saves man, pride makes him lose his way. So let's talk about pride for a minute, right? And we all think, you know, there's good pride, but the pride we're talking about here is kind of bad pride. And so what's an example of bad pride? And so, look, there's family pride, right? And sometimes there's rifts in family, a brother and a sister starting to get an argument when they're in their 20s, and my gosh, those arguments last 30 years, right? And I know it came from a big Italian family back east, and I know our family certainly has had our amount of rifts and unspoken words and disagreements, and you know, if someone's having a party, you got to figure out who's going there or who's not going there because there's sort of this rift in the family. So that's a family pride that kind of leaves it, and you look back and think that's kind of silly. I mean, the brothers and sisters and cousins, they should get along. So that's a bad pride. Then there's also male pride, right? What would be the definition of male pride? A little bit, you know, don't ask them for directions, right? Being too proud to say which way we go, or saying to your loved one or your spouse or your girlfriend, I'm sorry. You know, there's sort of this code, a male code of not saying I'm sorry to a loved one. So there's a lot of male pride that kind of leads you astray and make you lose your way. And so to be fair, is there female pride? I'm not going to answer that. I'll let you all think about that. Whether there's female pride. And then there's self-pride. You know, thinking you know everything, thinking you don't need somebody's help. And so when I was thinking about this thought of the day last night, I was at home with my wife and my son, and I was kind of trying to come up with different prides, and there's stubborn pride I was talking about, and I looked at my wife and she looked at me, trying to figure out who had more stubborn pride. Thinking you get so locked into your position on things, you're not willing to see the other side, the other point of view. And when you don't think you need help anymore, that's when you're also lost your way. Today's St. Patrick's Day, so our local Irishman, Jack, there, I asked him if there's such a thing as Irish pride, that's good or bad. And what Jack helped me figure out was that, yeah, some Irishmen think they can drink, and it never affects them, right? Which leads you to drunken pride. Right? I mean, how many people do we know drink and think, oh, I can have one more and still drive or still be cognizant of what they're doing? It's just kind of silly, right? And then how many also people think about that I don't need help, right? And that when people who are on drugs or don't need a sponsor or don't want to go to rehab, they have pride, self-pride, they think they don't need help, and that sort of leads you astray. And then, of course, a lot of what we're about here is talking about the hopelessness of gang life. And so is there gang pride? Does gangs have pride? One against another gang? And is that false pride, or is that real pride? Right? And so the quote, humility saves man, pride makes him lose his way, I think is so perfect for us. Because really, what I love about Homeboy is that we constantly demand humility for us to be successful, right? And so we also talk a lot about staying humble. And by staying humble and demanding humility, we sort of see ourselves and become more self-aware. And where we demand humility, you know, we sweep floors here, we wash windows, we clean bathrooms, and we sort of, in some ways, humble ourselves sort of to be saved and to get better. We submit the drug test. We humbly submit the drug test, right? Because we know that's the right way of going about it. You know, and it's not just junior staff versus senior staff. I mean, we work in craft offices. We have meetings out on the street, in the hallway. So this place constantly demands humility, and that's That's the secret to what this is about. We talk a lot about compassion and kinship and community, but it's also about humbleness and humility, and that's where it gets saved. So, to me, it's Homeboy Industries is a living example of what the Pope tweeted, that humility saves man and pride makes you lose your way. And this place is successful. So I ask you on this day, and every day, don't be too proud, stay humble, and be saved.
Really?